eradicating or eliminating Hamas was always sort of preposterous, because in addition to the estimated 30,000 fighters they have, which again, Israel doesn't even claim that they've come close to or even eliminated half of those Hamas fighters. In addition to that, this is a political system, it's a political ideology, and in fact, the more brutal Israel is, the more they starve people, the more they deny them medical care, the more kids you have getting amputations with no anesthetic, the more Hamas members you are creating, the more you are bolstering the Hamas ideology. And we have seen that very clearly with polls coming out of the West Bank. We've seen it very clearly, in terms of the limited information that we're able to get out of the Gaza Strip, that this has actually strengthened Hamas. So if you look 100 days in, Israel hasn't been able to rescue a single hostage. Actually, their forces murdered 3 of their own hostages because they thought they were Palestinians. The only hostages exchanges came during a ceasefire, and they were nowhere close. In fact, they've gone backwards in terms of their stated end of eradicating Hamas. And at the same time, we've always been directly complicit. We've always been supplying Israel, but we just keep getting pulled more and more and more directly into this war. And
the killing of 3 hostages in Gaza by Israeli troops. We're now learning that the 3 men were holding up a white flag before they were shot. A preliminary investigation has found that at least 1 soldier thought they were militants, and the revelations adding more fuel to a nation's outrage over a deadly mistake.
When an Israeli soldier mistakenly identified them as terrorists, opened fire, and 3, in fact, were killed. There's been an investigation, as your introduction said, in which it was revealed that they were actually shirtless, they were carrying a white flag, and the IDF has said that the soldiers opened fire in contravention of the protocols and the rules of engagement. Obviously, there'll be a deeper investigation, and there'll be an effort to ensure that nothing like this ever happens again.
But as you say, Abby, some of these details, even for the most hawkish amongst us, would be very, very disturbing. The fact that they were shirtless, the fact that there was a white flag being waved, that there was the words "help" and "SOS" spray painted on the exterior walls, that they reportedly screamed help to the soldiers in Hebrew. I mean, all of this. And in fact, the IDF also found a message saying 3 hostages need help on those buildings 2 days before that deadly attack. How do you make such a brutal mistake when everything about that causes the soldier to say, I need to pause and assess the situation?